And welcome back to this final hour of episode 8 of Hereticus. And so, basically, Tim's heading back to the Tricorn via the mag rail. Is he just going back to the mag rail station and waiting there?
Wherever we decided to meet
Right,
up.
that's the mag rail station. Basically, mag rail is,
A magnetic monorail?
yes, thank you. Okay, so he goes.
I mean, it sounded like a magnetic monorail.
And
So.
that is what it is. Okay. Meanwhile, Medea, what are you doing before we head back to Sister Francesca and Akalon? What are you doing? You've had no success finding any kind of information. Are you
kind of
muted?
fell out, yeah. No, but you fell
Did
out.
I do that?
Kind of information.
Oh.
Yeah, stop falling out. Please sip up.
Okay, so basically what I was asking is, what does Medea do?
I was trying to make a point with that joke, but never mind. Well, I don't know. Something that doesn't require me to roll the dice.
Well, the thing is,
If you start asking me to roll the dice to go to the bathroom, we know it'll end badly.
no,
Please
no,
don't.
I wouldn't do that. There's no doubt as.
Medea poops all over.
So
It ends up being so bad I have to roll a dice for her to breathe, and that fails too.
So what I will say is that I'm going to assume at least that Tim tries to get in contact with Medea while he's moving back toward the Mac rail. Is
Yes, when he's in range of that would definitely.
okay.
be
So at some point she does hear Tim's crackling voice in her microbead. So that right there is Tim's crackling voice you hear.
Yes. Ohio.
So yeah, basically.
She makes a note to herself to tell Francesca someone hacked them.
Yes.
Yes, it was a
Stranger
it was
danger. I'm not answering.
and it was a small cherub with
Yes.
robotic parts.
Yep.
But I don't know what it looked like. I just heard the voice.
I know.
Medea, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm returning to the Mac rail station.
All right.
You should too.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so does Medea return to the Mac rail station as well then?
She was given an order, so yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, you meet up then.
At least it came across as an order. You should too.
I don't know who's in charge of
he
her,
just,
but
like he just knows she got nothing today.
I'm not quite so sure she got nothing. Because part of the mission down here was specifically to freak some of them out, and she did.
Yes.
No, you were supposed to freak them out. She was supposed to find stuff out.
Yes, and instead we found stuff out and you freaked them out. So hey, good division of labor, eh?
hey, she's directly the cause of Tim being able to shadow one of them to a hideout.
That's true.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be so much more cool if she had intended to freak the man out to go home to his hideout to get shot and beaten and killed.
Yep.
And
She
possibly
doesn't have
eaten.
to tell that to anyone that she didn't intend for that to happen.
No, but she's really bad at lying, apparently.
It's not that she's bad at lying, it's that you're bad at dice.
Look, despite
But
everything,
my dice rolling is equivalent of what she's doing, so she's really bad at lying, even though she just had to roll below 72!
look, we've made progress. Stop whinging.
Yes.
Okay, so Medea and Tim meet up at the mag rail station. And what do you do then? There's no sign of Sister Francesca or Akalon for that matter.
Well, this is where we agreed to meet up, so I guess we're waiting for them.
Okay. Well, Medea, you did get some kind of you did hear that this person had this preacher they dragged off yeah, you know that. So there is that. You know, it's not a stretch for you to imagine that they're heading back toward the tricorn. And since the dog is barking, what should we assume that you'll be heading back toward the tricorn as well? Gesundheit.
Sorry. Oh, thank you.
Yes, they were, but well, you did. You can. Well, that's true. You haven't been told otherwise. And basically, for the listening audience, Medea is typing because apparently a dog is barking and making audio a bother. So, a bear, a bear is barking. But you haven't been told otherwise. But you do know that they're heading back toward the tricorn, and it'll take quite a while for them to get back to you guys. If they're going back there and then back to you guys. So yeah, but if you want to stay there and wait for them to return, that's up to you.
Okay, I think the dog is barking very loudly.
Yes, I think so. Unfortunately, Tim is be right back. So for the moment, we'll head back to Sister Francesca and Akalon.
Yes.
You're moving back toward the tricorn. Are you going? Do you take the mag rail, or how do you plan to?
No, we need with a prisoner. We will need some other kind of probably a shuttle of some kind to get back there, and that is a situation where she can pull on inquisitorial rank.
Yes, and that's not even going to be an issue. That's definitely something she can do.
Yeah. So.
And
She does that and gets them a shuttle back to the tricorn, and which should also be a hell of a lot faster.
yes, absolutely.
You know, going direct instead of stopping at every single stop along the way. Yes, you know, in 2 hours we reach Cucamonga.
Okay.
You know, we took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. So that's the point. We go there, and then this filthy piece of shit, quite literally, gets dumped in a cell.
Yes.
And he gets dumped in a cell, strapped to a gurney. I'm not going to risk him actually killing himself.
The thing is, though, does he actually get that far?
Yes, he does.
Okay, so how picky are you with shuttles? Is it one you have to manually operate, or is it some type of shuttle that can actually some kind of autonomous shuttle?
I don't have any flight skills. Do you, Akalon?
I'm afraid not.
In that case, we're going to have to take an automated one. In which case, I'm going to be sitting there holding onto this prisoner.
Okay.
In fact, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the strap off my bolter. You know, the one that I have it over my shoulder with, and I'm going to tie him with that.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so you find? Did you say manual shuttle or automated?
We're gonna have to take an automated. Okay. Neither of us have any flight abilities. So.
Okay. So the thing is, as you as you move toward the tricorn in this shuttle,
Yep.
you're moving above ground.
Of course.
Could you give me an awareness test?
Oh, he's gonna get shot. Also, dog stop barking. Yay!
Yay!
I can try.
But that goes for you as well, Akalon. If assuming, of course, that. Well,
Jesus,
no,
what?
never mind, Akalon. Never mind.
86. Well, you haven't broken 90 yet. You can do
Oh,
it.
for fuck's sake!
I'll reroll.
Okay.
My chance of succeeding is very low, but it's my
Nuffle, you
worst.
selfish bastard! Will you?
It's my worst skill, but I'll try. Do you have any rerolls? Then
I think I still have some fate points left over. Yes, let me just see. Yes, I've got 2 potential rerolls, so I might as well do it again. Give me a second.
It is the last
Yeah,
hour.
see, I don't exactly, and I can't. So, but as I said, it's my worst.
Oh, Jesus,
Oh,
when?
There you
Jesus
go.
Christ!
Nice, good,
You rolled a 1.
well done. That's a crit.
A critical success. A 1.
I think that's a very good time to have it.
Fuck me.
Yep.
Not now.
That's all my wasted rerolls right there. Worth it.
Building up to that 1 critical success.
So the thing is, as you move through the hive in this shuttle, Akalon, you notice down on a roof, some ways ahead of you still, you see a group of people. One of these people is carrying something large and heavy
Oh god.
on his shoulder.
Okay. Yeah, but he's got a missile launcher.
Yeah.
So, does the critical roll provide me any degree of advantage in regards to how much time I have to react to this and what to do?
It means you absolutely have an opportunity to react.
I suppose I'm allowed to ask what would be I don't know if I'll ask you what would be a good way to react. Well, obviously turn to Francesca and say fairly urgently, people on roof on with an RPG.
Okay. There is a bolter on her lap.
There is.
She wants to shoot the bastard.
Okay. So, so as you fly through the air, Akalon gently and quietly and slowly explains to you that you're about to be shot out of the sky.
Mm-hmm. She's perfectly prepared to actually jump down there to these assholes and fry the fucking load of them if it's necessary.
Okay.
How automated is this automated taxi?
How automated it is? It is automated, and it's extremely doubtful if that it has any kind of evasive maneuvers built into its programming. It's
Probably doesn't.
no.
So.
Our best bet is basically to get to pry the side of the shuttle open and jump on a high roof.
Well, she's got she's got a bolter. She has she's in power armor. So basically, what she does is she removes a window and shoots. She has this thing has semi-auto. She's gonna shoot.
Meanwhile, Akalon will go over to the captive preacher and take over, sort of holding on to him while also standing him up just in case, with a lad's pistol firmly aimed at his gut.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, am I shooting or am I shooting?
I'll give you one shot before we move into initiative. Simply because Akalon's one.
Yep, warning. Exactly. Dagger, dagger, dagger. I'll try it.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll get...
So it should be said that at this point they are 50 meters away from you.
Yeah, that's fine. That's on
It's almost
a.
sad.
No, I can't use. I can't
use.
use the flamer at that distance. I believe. I think that has a shorter range. I believe it's 40 or even 30 yards.
Yeah, I think it is.
But-
Yeah.
That's okay, because as I said, he still has a bolter, and that has semi-automatic. So the guy with the with the what is it called,
The RPG.
the RPG
The roleplay.
is about to hopefully have a very bad day. That's my hope anyway.
Let's see.
Well, he does get
He
hit.
gets hit with a single bullet. Yes. Let's see. Let's see some damage. And where does the bullet hit? 56. That's 65. And
Weren't you using it semi-automatic
Right now-
though?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
And for every full degree under, I hit with another round.
oh, it's
so-
it's every other
Alright.
degree if it's semi-auto.
Oh, that's
If,
true.
if it's full auto, then it's every degree.
Every yep. I'm
That's
with
the
you.
one Medeo is equipped
Yes.
for.
That's fine. It's got semi, so dagger.
Dagger dagger indeed.
Oh, and Rasmus, by the way, you might want to take a look at these little creatures on these pictures because they are the angels in question.
I don't think angel is the appropriate term.
No, I just need to find the stats on my. No, I have this.
What's happening?
Why have I not entered the stats on my bloody gun? That I'm. Yeah. I am very, very unhappy with myself right now. I do muchly apologize for this grievous oversight. And
In the grand scheme of things, it is a minor.
no, it is a grievous sin.
Brrr.
Will you stop beating yourself up?
I have it here.
My God.
Okay, it's got a penetration of 4,
Yes.
and it's got a range of 90 meters, so I have absolutely no problem with
Nope.
that. And let's see. Then it is 1. Damage is 1d10
If it's a Godwin Diaz, it should be
Yeah.
1d10 plus 5
plus
explosive.
5 explosive. Indeed. Let's see if this works.
Can someone tell me
If I
what
just
65
roll it
is?
here.
Which hit location that is?
65
see, it
is,
doesn't. Okay, that's one. Okay, let's
is
try.
central mass body.
Yes. We'll try this again because
Yeah,
that
you
was
were rolling 1d0.
exactly. But let's see if this works then. It
Yeah.
did. 13, and it's got a penetration of 4.
Okay. So you unleash a volley of bolters upon this dude who's standing on the rooftop, aiming a missile launcher
An
at you.
RPG, yeah, that's, yeah.
And you hit him. You see the bullets exploding upon this rooftop, and also one of them strikes through and explodes
On him.
And
Yeah.
he's slung backwards a yard or two, and he's not dead yet. You can see it. He's still
He's still squirming.
and will need some initiative.
All right.
But he is not shooting because he just fell.
Well,
And initiative is how again? I forget.
I think it's 1d10 plus your agility modifier, if I'm not mistaken. And
Yes.
if you have any,
yes.
And whatever plus.
yeah,
you
any
have.
trait bonuses you might have.
Yeah, of course. So why is there
Like
no
my jumpy little shit.
thing on the character sheet though? That would have been very
Yeah, it
helpful.
would.
Because like the dice roller, they don't give a damn.
Apparently not. Okay, let's see. Some, are you making?
not-
I'll just let me know what it is, and I'll type it into. I have a.
I'm
There
not
you go.
salty at all.
not a bad
No, you
roll.
really aren't.
Mm,
And Akalon, you roll 7, and let's see what this guy rolls.
Dude.
This
the
dude.
scumbag.
Dude.
It's fine, gentlemen.
I think not. That's
Okay.
good.
Is
That's
there any
good.
modifier that's added to
Yeah,
that?
there are modifiers added. So the initiative order is Francesca, then Missile, then Acolon.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
And let me guess, just one thing. We are still moving closer to him.
yes,
So
but when initiative starts, you're practically upon right over these. There's the missile launcher dude, and then 2 others with him.
all right. Okay then.
And in the grand scheme of things, their weapons are small arms fire.
Yeah, it's him that's the
Yeah.
problem. But the point is, she's still carrying a flamer as well.
Yeah.
How far is it down?
Let's say 20 meters.
Okay, that's too far. All right, in that case, because that would be too far to jump without a jump
Yeah.
pack. So she's gonna have to settle for firing again, because you know, dagger, and see, same thing as last time. 2 bullets. I am gonna reroll that.
Okay.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. No.
For all the good it did you.
No, it's worth trying. I don't hit the second time around, obviously.
Fair enough.
Doesn't make much difference if it's one or the other, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm just going to add the 2 others as well, because there is a risk that they'll hit you.
Of course.
Okay, so one of the others opens fire on the shuttle.
On the cab, yeah, on the shuttle.
He misses. He shoots wildly. He opens with a burst of stopper fire. Alas, he doesn't hit anything. Missile guy, meanwhile, he tries to stand up, and he spends a half action doing so. He'll need to spend another half action to brace his weapon, exactly. And so that's basically his round. If you haven't taken him out when his next turn, he'll be able to fire at you.
Then he can fire.
Acolon, what do you intend to do? You're like I said, when initiative starts, you're right above them.
Right.
A few meters to the side, so you can see them without sticking your head out.
Yeah, exactly. You would be able to shoot out the window.
Yep.
Give it a shot, literally, unless you have a psychic power that allows you to fry the asshole from a distance, in which case please do that.
No, the only thing I would have is, I don't think it's even that was within range, unless it's right in front of them, would be to launch a flashbang, and that would only confuse them.
Yeah, but confusing is good right now, but they're not in range, so...
No, exactly, it's only like 10 paltry sodding meters.
Sorry.
So,
It's fine.
I'll use the last pistol.
With what damage I did to him, there's a reasonable chance that if you actually hit, he might go down.
So it's just rolling ballistic skill.
I mean, let's face it, I just basically did enough damage to knock most normal humans flat on their ass.
And
Yeah, you could have killed me there with that shot. Wow.
I've got one more fate point to spend tonight.
okay, and will this be it?
Half an hour.
Okay, I heard what Heine said. What did Jen say?
I said there's half an hour until we're done, so why not?
Yeah, exactly. Go on, I'm going to re-roll it. Spend that last point.
Nah,
Not much
okay.
better.
Okay.
We have not had much
You
luck
have
tonight,
not
but it's fine.
had much.
I'm gonna find a devotee of Nuffle and strangle them until this situation is improved.
Okay, the last gunman
As Holio, yes.
hits absolutely nothing.
Fucking hell.
So I imagine their bullets either whistle past or will just hit the shuttle to little effect. Francesca?
I think well, let's try again.
Please kill this missile launcher, dude.
Well,
You don't want to be fireworks?
Same procedure as last year, Miss Sophie. Yep, I re-roll. I use my last one.
Okay.
I have to
I
roll under
started a really
58,
bad trend
you know?
today, didn't I?
Yeah,
Yes,
you
you
did.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I have to, but it's insane, isn't
Yes.
it? I have to roll under 58, and I've rolled 75 and 84, and Medea has been rolling that high.
Yes,
Yeah,
it really has been
it's absolutely-
ridiculous.
I've rolled.
On the other
most
hand,
90s.
there is also a chance that he misses. Let's
Yes.
face it.
You know, you said that now. It's exactly not what's not going to happen.
No, probably not, but there is a chance.
So one of the gunmen. So the thing is, as you're shooting at them, you kind of have to expose
of
yourselves. So the thing is,
Yeah.
that's an 03. Which hit location would that be?
The head.
Okay, so
Oh wait, no. According to what I've got here, that would be the
03 is the head.
03. Yes.
Yes.
it's ahead.
because when you look at hit locations, you reverse the numbers.
Yes.
Oh, of course.
Okay, so
I don't think you said that right, Chris. It's of course.
And it's the one area that I'm not on.
yes, and since you're the one who keeps who holds the bigger gun,
Of course.
that's going to be you. And of course,
Of
I
course.
left the page I was on, so give me just a
Depending on
second.
what weapon he's
using a
it's-
stubber, so
yeah, okay.
where is my weapons table? There it is. Subject stop. Automatic. He's using a single round, so it's just one bullet, no penetration. Okay. So
Roll some damage.
yes, 5 to the head.
Yeah, that's a 2 points damage. That I would assume that's basically, it grazes her.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Where's my damage recorded? Here. There we go. Okay.
Okay. And missile guy. Of course, if he misses, he has to spend quite a bit of time reloading his.
Reloading. Of course it does.
Let's see.
Well,
hell.
Timmy,
In
I think it was a good thing we didn't go back.
realistically speaking, if he's using a crack missile, we're all dead.
Yeah.
And if he's using a frag missile, we are in a moving vehicle
Yes.
at 20 meters in height. I'm not even going to ask Heine to roll damage for this because we will be wiped
No,
out.
not necessarily.
This is the kind of
There's,
this is the kind of weapon that is meant to kill tanks.
There is.
It is.
It is. Let's see. It's gonna be a frag. So that's okay. I'm just going to roll some damage on the for the shuttle. Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Okay. So and I'm going to roll a d10. Okay. So what happens is that the missile launcher, the missile is fired. He pulls the trigger, and the missile slams into the side of the vehicle of the shuttle, absolutely demolishing the side of the model of the shuttle it hits, and it also naturally damages the shuttle's controls. And the shuttle starts spinning uncontrollably in the air. And while you haven't taken any damage from the explosion itself, the shuttle protected you from that.
Yeah.
The shuttle crashes into one of the into a building, and I'm going to have you guys give me an agility test.
Is it a dodge basically? Or
It's
just agility?
well, you can use dodge.
It's the same in my case.
Yeah,
anyway,
but
so,
it won't negate all damage, but some
Well, she wants to try to shield prisoner,
Okay. Okay.
just for the record.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Agility test. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a critical failure on my part.
fucking.
95? Is that a critical failure?
I believe it's 95 to 100. Or is it 96?
I think it's 96.
All right. Well, in that case, I just barely dodged the bullet. If you'll pardon my
I
expression.
will.
But yes.
Not necessarily.
That explains why the first preacher ran off like that, because that was a 96.
Yes.
Heine, can I burn a fate point and actually manage to protect the prisoner?
Yes. You can.
Then I do so.
Okay. And is well, let me just roll the damage then. Let's see what you. Okay, 10 points of damage.
Would that be to all of us?
That would be to all of you except the prisoner.
In that case, except the prisoner.
Yes.
Right.
I don't know
In what area?
Ah,
It's usually
Yeah,
body. You usually use body
yes,
when it's something
and,
like this.
and that would be the case here as well. It's basically the shuttle crashing into the side of this building and crashing through walls and whatever, and you basically it's a Terran moment, except you don't have steel skin, unfortunately.
No, I have a power.
You do have a
Steel
power armor, steel fur. So it's as much it's the collision and the following explosions within the building, and But 10 points of damage to you two.
Yeah.
Why do I record that?
I'm actually not taking any damage because with the armor.
Wow. That's cool.
Armor and toughness. It's
That's true. You toughness is definitely.
Is the thing.
Yes.
So,
Where do I actually record damage?
remember to take your toughness and your armor value and subtract that, and then it's down where it says wounds.
Yes.
Wounds.
Right
okay.
next to fate points.
And it's the main body is for the armor value in this case.
Yes.
Okay, so it was 10, and then that becomes where's wounds? Okay, and that becomes 4, so I'm down to 11 wounds.
Wow, you have 15. Nice.
I have been diligently toughening up my psyche as much as humanly possible for something just like this situation.
Not bad. Not bad.
So all in all, I think you did pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've just become about 33% less efficient, but
Yeah. Okay, so you're now
permanent. But yeah.
you're by burning the fate point.
Yeah.
So the thing is,
But we need to keep this guy safe.
yeah.
Anyway,
He's hoping he's thankful.
He's
he
not.
probably won't.
And he will be dead by evening anyway.
Yeah.
But hopefully after we get something out
Yeah.
of him.
Well, you're now standing, sitting, whatever, kneeling in this destroyed shuttle in this destroyed building.
Yeah. Francesca stands up, unscathed apart from the graze along her cheek, and says to Achelon, "They kill you before they kill him." And then she stands in the hole in the wall that's just been made, and she opens fire towards the people that shut her down.
Okay, so she can't at this point. She can't actually see them because the shuttle flew quite a few meters.
Well, she
before crashing
does
into the
expect them to come to the edge.
Yeah.
To take a look at where she crashed. So she takes time and aims towards the edge.
Okay, and Achelon?
wounded, but still determined and taking on board what was said, drags the, I imagine, quite shaken preacher up, keeps him at as best as he can at gunpoint, and otherwise, because he's well out of anyone's range at this point, stays in the stays near the edge, but not within sight of the enemy, but stays within the shuttle, so that they're protected by what's left of it. And then if they fire another missile, he can then quickly make a break for it from there.
Okay.
Yeah, good move.
Okay. So, let's pop on over to Tim and Medea for a brief moment. You
You think?
what was that, Chris?
Like, yes. I heard this means Medea can stop whinging about how badly she's been doing at this point.
This is pure insanity.
Yes.
So,
Not yet. We don't have enough points.
oh, you don't. So Medea and Tim, you're waiting by the mag rail station, and at this point you've probably been waiting for a while. Do you intend to stay at the mag rail station, or do you have another plan? Like I mentioned earlier, Medea at least heard that they'd gone off with some. They've dragged a street preacher off to some grim fate.
What exactly did we agree upon?
Meeting
here.
at the mag rail.
Yes.
In that case, no.
Okay. You stay at the mag rail station.
Those were my orders.
Cool. And then at some point,
Oh,
what were you going to
at
say,
some
Medea?
point. At some point.
At some point, do you?
At some point, what?
Yeah, I am asking Heine to continue.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
And I'm trying to make a decision as to whether or not you actually hear anything, because the hive is a big place.
Enormous. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't think you would hear the explosion. And so yeah, you continue to stay at the mag rail station. Okay.
Those were my orders.
Those were your orders, indeed. And
I think. What time were we supposed to meet here?
When we were done.
Yeah.
Well, usually you say, well, in 3 hours, or in 4 hours, and in 5 hours, and if I'm not back, it's because I've been killed. Stuff like that.
Might I make a humble suggestion?
yes.
Does Tim or Medea seem like the kind of person who has common sense when it comes to missions like this?
How would I have? I've never done them before.
Okay, that's
Tim
one.
has done quite a few.
Would it occur to him that if someone had a what's the word I'm looking for? A high priority prisoner, that it might not be the best idea to use public transport as a means to get back to base with?
Probably.
Would that factor into his ability to perhaps deviate from his orders somewhat?
Doesn't have anything to do with him. If you guys are transporting a prisoner back, that's one thing. He's done his task, and he was told to meet here.
Fair enough.
So that's what he's doing.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just getting
Cool.
Okay.
So, while you're there, eventually word does filter down through the streets that there's been an attack elsewhere in the sector, and that a shuttle was shot out of the sky. And
Medea looks at Tim. Did you shoot it out of the sky?
well, you do.
Did you see me shoot it out of the sky?
Disturbingly enough,
No, but you're stealthy. How would I see it?
disturbingly enough, you do hear mention of you get enough descriptions to determine that Sister Francesca and Accolon were both in that shuttle.
Medea sighs, and then looks at Tim. We should go pick up their corpses. And then she gets up and starts heading in the direction they are being told it happened.
Okay. So going by the various descriptions and rumors and whispers, you start heading in that general direction.
Yeah, I mean, if they found something, it would be a good idea to find them before others did.
Yeah.
And if they have been raided, they still need to kind of bring them back. Because, well... yeah.
Okay.
In her mind, people don't survive being shot out of the sky,
No,
okay?
most people don't. Most people.
I think Tim's thought process is, well, my orders were to meet here, but assuming they're dead, I guess I'm kind of the highest ranked in our group now, so yes, I suppose I could order myself to go pick up their corpses.
Okay.
And then he follows.
Well, Medea is that... the second she hears it, well, we should go pick them up, and then walks away. If Tim wants to follow, that's fine.
Okay. So that's cool. So you start in moving in the general direction. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
back at where you were.
Well, kind of hurriedly, because if they found something important,
Yeah, sure.
they were shot out of the sky for, it would be a good thing to come there,
Absolutely.
Before they are raided.
And
Or other hungry individuals.
well,
in there.
the question then is, do you hijack a shuttle yourselves, because that's an option. If you want to go quick,
Yeah, because I can actually drive
well,
one.
there are automated shuttles.
No,
Yeah,
I think
they
she
are.
can. I think she can
I
drive.
can drive them.
Oh.
Yeah,
need
we
an
are the
automated
two
one.
our only party members who drive.
That's cool.
Exactly.
That's cool.
So she goes to hijack one, because then they can take the beeline for it.
Sure. Okay, so you start flying while some.
Wait.
What were you going to say? Okay.
Never mind. Let's...
Okay. As some frustrated dude is shaking his fists at you for stealing his shuttle, and
I think Tim will say that we're taking this for inquisitorial purposes.
okay, cool. That
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Medea didn't even show him the thing. She just took his car.
yeah, and that so the mention of the Inquisition has him stumped for a bit as he tries to decipher the meaning of what it was you just said, and
Well, we can wave the inquisitorial
Nope,
thingy in her.
because you don't have one.
We
Nope.
do. We got the little thing.
Sister Francesca has one, and I do think
Weren't we all given
no,
one?
and that was actually because I do think I mentioned that, but you wouldn't have one. The Inquisition wouldn't have given you that kind of power yet.
We're brand new. Having a Rosetta is an absolutely
No, we weren't
outrageous amount
given
of power.
a
No.
Rosetta. We were given a
Yes.
little emblem.
Yes, and that was a mistake on my part. The only
Alright.
one to have such a thing would be Sister Francesca at this point. You will all eventually get it, assuming you survive. But at this point, it's above your pay grade, so to speak.
So basically, we did just steal
Yeah.
it. Fine. I can live with that.
And
Well, I told him.
Yeah, you
about the
did.
Inquisition. Whether he believes us or not is his.
yeah, and
up to.
that's really
If he keeps making a fuss, I'll just shoot his face
it doesn't
off.
matter for you anyway, because you're way gone before he even he can't really do anything about it.
Realizes what happened.
Yeah. So meanwhile, Sister Francesca, you're basically keeping Overwatch,
I'm keeping Overwatch. Yeah.
and eventually you do see the figures up on that rooftop, coming to the edge to inspect the damage they've done.
Yeah, and I start shooting the second, the guy with the rocket launcher is visible.
Okay. It's
Because I'm not risking another one of these things.
It should be mentioned that at this point he's 100 meters from you, just so you have
Yep,
a
so
number.
he's on the second
Yes.
range increment. That's minus 10.
So basically, we'll use the same initiative, top of the round, because Sister
Yeah,
Francesca was top of the round. So
But that's the same deal as before. 2 shots.
yes,
And as that happens, she says to Akelon, bring him into the next room or the next room again, if possible, in case more missiles come flying. There you go. That's 2 bullets.
Yes.
And I can distribute those, obviously. So I'm sending 1 on him because I realize he's already badly wounded.
Yep.
And 1 on one of his friends.
Okay, so 32, what hit location is that? That is... Why don't I have them in front of me? That would have been...
32 is the body.
Body. Okay. So that
And
means...
again,
that means if it's body, then it's body. So the second bullet hits the body of of the man standing beside him. Okay?
Yes.
So, give me some damage.
Yes. And again, it's got a what is it called? It has
Penetration.
a penetration of 4. Was it? Yes. There we go. And see. There we go. Try rolling it. That's the guy I've shot at already.
Yes. He goes down. From what you can see, he's hit.
Explode his chest.
Exactly. The bolt hits his chest. It explodes, and he crumbles. He collapses. And the second one.
Ow.
Okay. So the second one is just standing. You hit him, and
I can't remember what this explosive means, but it's
Means ow.
it's for all intents and purposes, I think it's just a type of damage, and
yeah, it is.
it doesn't mean. Well,
No,
it
no.
might actually mean something, but it certainly means something in terms of criticals. But we're not quite there yet.
No.
It can also mean something, against armor or something else.
Let's just see, because it might just be relevant. Weapons. Where do these things? I can't quite. Oh, there it is. Damage. What? Where does that say? Okay, I can't seem to find it. Okay, so for now, let's assume that the explosive doesn't have an effect other than the damage, of course, and I'll make sure to read up on that before next time. And so we kind of need an initiative from Tim and from Medea, because you will eventually be able to do something, assuming these remaining 2 people actually survive that long.
And what was initiative?
1d10 plus agility.
Again. And I assume that's only the 10s
Yes,
from
yes,
agility.
the agility modifier bonus thing.
1d10 plus. Okay.
Okay. And Medea?
10 for Tim.
I have to find my agility. I just run off.
Oh, that's not good.
No. It's actually rather bad. Especially when you need it, right?
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Very high agility as well.
Yeah. So, dude 1,
4, but I'm a jumpy little shit, so I get +1.
he's the one you just shot. He gets behind cover. There's basically a small what's it called? He's able to get behind the there's a bit of a low wall around the roof, and he gets behind that and shoots his weapon. Well, he doesn't shoot it. He fires his weapon at you, hoping to shoot
We
you.
might want to look into pinning rules, by
Yes,
the way.
that's a good point.
I'm just saying,
Yes.
because under normal circumstances, I think that guy would be severely pinned right now.
And okay, So
Oh shit.
yes. Did you say something, AJ?
I said, oh shit, because you keep rolling
Yeah,
well.
I do, don't I?
Stop it.
What's a hit location 72? What is that?
Well, for the record, what weapon is he using? Because
stub.
again, stubber.
Yes.
Because if that's the case, then he is on the third or fourth damage or range increment right now.
That's actually a good point.
They have very short range.
A very good point. Let's see, 30 meters, and so there he's on his fourth.
Then he's on his fourth. That's minus 40 to his. To
he's
his,
not hitting anything. Okay, that's glad you mentioned it because it's
minus 40.
yes.
Holy shit.
Actually, I don't think you can fire more than 3 range increments out,
No.
can you?
And Akalon,
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
do you want to do something?
Yes, I want to do as a tell. I want to take the prisoner and march him as firmly as quickly as possible into the building's next room or the next room beyond that.
Okay, so you move through
also-
the debris and into away from the the open side of the building.
Yeah.
And okay. He so far at least he doesn't resist. He lets you.
Well, he's bound and he's
Yeah.
probably shot.
Yeah. And okay, so you
I think he by now have realized that the best way of staying alive is staying with you because they want to kill him too.
yes. So the second guy, the one who hasn't been hit yet, he vanishes below that low wall that circles the and he comes back up and begins to brace the missile launcher.
The missile launcher.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
No, that's no big deal because now Akalon has moved back into the building, so I
Yes.
can do the same thing, and we will be out of his field of vision.
Ooh, smart.
Speaking of vision, Medea.
Oh, I see him.
What you see is 2 people standing on the roof of the building, and you see another building a bit further away with a big hole in it, and you can just make out the shape of Sister Francesca standing in that hole.
Tim,
Yeah.
put on your seatbelt. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
Ha ha! You got to use it.
And then she bull rushes the man with the car.
Yeesh.
The man with the big
Yeah,
gun.
So you just imagine him carefully aiming towards the other one. So he hears a voice, slowly turns his head and sees this massive metal rushing at it, and he has just enough time to shout before he.
When she is within earshot, she will yell, "Die, heretic!"
I have a question
Yes.
then. Is it possible to roll out of the car before she hits him?
Yes, you'll have to roll an agility to. There's going to be some roll involved, but I'll let you.
I think Tim will like to do that. just in case she crashes the car afterwards, he would like to be in a position to be able to shoot the man.
That's really the thing is I'm going to need a pilot check or test from Medea, because I'll let you murder the guy. That's not an issue. The problem is if
Whether you have control.
over the shuttle as you do this.
Hey, aren't you happy? I've been rolling this badly for so long
Yep.
now.
Yes.
And now I have to roll under 40.
Let's see if you can make it.
Oh god.
Can I?
Nope.
No.
Almost.
Almost.
I'm actually gonna take my last fate point and see if I can make it completely horrible.
Yeah, go on.
Smart.
Yeah, you
I
can.
made it worse.
It does seem to be the common thing.
Today has been the worst set of rolls I think
You know what?
I've ever seen.
I know that Francesca asked, but can I burn an actual fate point to make it completely epic and just, slam him and then make a halting screech while stepping out of the car, completely Matrix-like.
What I will allow is a last piloting test. Basically, you lose control of the thing, but we can make it an epic thing where you just manage to regain control at the last possible second, and steer clear of the building you're about to crash into.
You want me to roll
Yes,
again?
I will.
Do you want me to roll 100?
And then we can talk about burning fate points if you don't succeed.
Yeah.
It's getting worse. How many do you want me to make?
I don't want you to make any more rolls.
Can we just agree now,
because-
Heine, that when we talk about burning fate points, just let us?
So, do you want to burn that fate point to avoid crashing into a building?
Yeah.
Okay. So you do make. So first of all, you scream, "Die, heretic!" And at the very last moment, Tim jumps out of the shuttle and gives me an agility test. And you lose control of it. You hear that satisfying crunch as the shuttle slams into the man carrying the missile launcher.
Yeah, the one who we're
he's the
about to...
uninjured one, right?
He's the uninjured one.
Oh, well, he's not anymore,
No.
obviously.
I am going to assume that dodge is not applicable here.
And you lose control of the shuttle, and you can see death as the shuttle steers toward another building beside the building.
My horrible rolls have given him a 2.
Beside the building,
Tim has clearly rolled out of a car
Sister
before.
Francesca and Acolon are in. And at the very last moment, you regain control. You pull the whatever the
Wheels,
yeah, whatever it is, and the shuttle just grazes the building. Whoever is standing down on the street might be showered with a bit of debris, but you're safe. Meanwhile, Tim,
They will die for the Emperor.
you jump out, you land on the roof, and
Ready to shoot?
I'll give you that because this is some heroic shit.
Yeah.
Let's see if you can hit the man.
Now,
Into
right
the
now,
cavalry!
Yeah, okay.
What did you say?
I was just saying, right now, I'm really happy with it. With an evening of rolls like we've had, and burning 2 fate points. I'm very happy that this game, as opposed to the fantasy version, at least gives the option of earning back fate points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to assume I don't have time to aim.
no, you don't.
I think you spent your half action jumping out of the
Yes.
vehicle. Nah.
Dang.
Aww.
Well, I miss.
Okay. You would have even if you aimed. You don't have any more fate points to spend. I take it.
I do not, and I don't want to burn one for this.
No, it's all good.
You actually rolled a 90. I'm proud of you.
So-
You're in my league now.
So then we're back at to Francesca, and we're 4 minutes past 11, so we'll wrap this up.
Yeah, but
Yeah, let's just...
let's end this
Yes.
fight and then...
Definitely. Well, she can still see this asshole.
So the thing is,
The last one, he was the one who stuck his head up and fired at her.
yeah, you could.
And then he was barreled into by a shotgun.
No, that was the
That
other,
was the
there
other
were-
one.
There were 3 guys.
Oh, I thought only 2 guys.
No, there were 3 guys in all.
no.
And so she also sees this. She also sees Medea crashing into the missile launcher guy and just barely avoiding a building. And she sees Tim jumping out of the onto the rooftop, and she does see this man making some kind of movement to indicate that he's being shot at.
Yeah. And, well, she wants to shoot the last one who's still alive,
Yep.
obviously, but at the same time, into her microbead, she just comments rather dryly, Tim, could you please confirm that you are still alive and don't have any broken limbs? And Medea, nice driving, don't kill yourself.
I've jumped out of cars before.
And I hit him.
Okay. Let's see how much damage he
It's
takes.
good, because he has already taken significant damage.
Yes.
And now he takes 12 more. I kind of expect that he's
What is...
turned into paste.
Yeah, what is...
He gets hit in 84. That is a leg. And if that isn't visible, then it's body.
It isn't visible, but unless you've made a cold shot, it just detracts. It just has armor.
Okay.
It just
Okay,
adds to his
sure.
armor.
Well, again, four armor penetration.
Yes.
So
And you see him go down.
rip his leg. Yeah.
And
rip his leg
Tim,
off or
you
something.
see the wall that's circling the building or the roof explode, and so does his leg, and he goes down. He's dead. He's dead, Jim.
Nice shot.
There's blood
you. I
everywhere.
appreciate the compliment.
And
I think the only after she's over the fact that she almost crashed into another building, she stops the car and then just goes, "That was fun. Let's do that again, Tim."
and
You're not even the worst driver I've driven with.
I think we'll end it on Tim's dry response.
I think so. It was, I will say, for all the ridiculously awful rolls we had, it was super epic.
And with that, we conclude our 8th session of Hereticus.
XP?
Oh, you want XP, do you?
I want XP.
That would be
So
nice.
we've-
yes.
Because I really want to get up to a point with 50 more XP, I'll be able to requisition a helmet. And I just found out why I want to requisition a helmet.
Let's...
Because head wounds are nasty.
Yeah, they can be at least. So let's give you 450.
Wow.
Because
Yes.
Yes.
you made some headway in the story today, and
All right.
and
I'm going to pick up my helmet and the heavy bolter when I get back there because, heavy flamers are nice.
yes.
But I just found out why bolters are awesome.
Yes.
So, yes.
So, with that, dear listening audience, we'll wrap this up, and
Yes.
we do hope you'll tune in 14 days from now when we once again see what our inquisitorial agents are up to. Until then,
A lot of shit.
yeah.
Very nice. Very nice timing on your comment there. Until then.
So yeah, until then, yeah. Until then, bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.